Yes. Odelli is the decentralized exchange layer. We power perp DEXs. There's 60 or so built on top of Odelli. Our infrastructure plus liquidity covers 17 different chains, which means that users can deposit and withdraw from all of those chains and in native assets. So we're multi-collateral. That means that users can deposit and withdraw Solana, Ethereum, USDC, USDT, and now more recently BNB from all of those chains natively, just like a centralized exchange. Builders on top of us get all of that infrastructure plus very good liquidity for over 130 different perps markets. WooFi is the first perps product built on top of Odelli. WooFi is a full functioning DEX with spot, perps, earned staking, and then the perps part is on top of Odelli. That's the relationship. We believe in the exchange space, we believe in the omni-chain future because users want to just use what they have as collateral. They don't want to sell their SOL or Bitcoin and then they can just get yields on it or use it to trade, right? So that's what we're enabling. I mean, this is already existing in centralized exchanges, but it's very hard to do on DeFi. And we pulled it off. We first only had USDC and then had ETH and then SOL more recently, and also BNB on BNB chain. So users can deposit all those assets and trade perps just like they do on a centralized exchange. It does enable us access to those ecosystems because like this, especially the SOL users, they love SOL and then they want to keep their SOL. So they want to deposit SOL into like Radium, which is powered by Odelli, their perps, and then the trade. So I think especially for Solana, this is like a very big thing. It's like how the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, right? That's like the TradFi analogy. They are a futures exchange, and then they have a clearinghouse called CME Clearing. So it's similar with Odelli in that we have the trading that happens and then it settles on chain. Blockchain is the perfect use case for settlements, and we built a chain using the OP infrastructure, OP stack, that settles all the trades for all the DEXs on top of Odelli, and there's like 58 and counting. And the blockchain is transparent and it stores like the ledger. It's a ledger for all the trades. So then any given point in time, people can, and we'll have more tooling coming out for this. They can look at their positions or other people's positions because of our blockchain. So that's kind of like how they do it for Hyperliquid. So essentially the same thing. But then our advantage is that you don't have to bridge your assets to our chain. You keep it on the chain that you want. And natively, right? Especially because you don't want to bridge like BNB to some other chain, and you don't want to bridge SOL to like EVM, right? So that doesn't make sense. Our setup allows just deposit in those chains. Well, our chain is still using the OP stack technology, right? So it's using their tech. But like our chain has more customizations that can be done, right? In terms of like block space and performance, and being on another layer one, because we actually start off on Near initially, they're layer one, but just building on that, there's different limitations, and you're subject to the transactions of other products, of other apps, and we've encountered instances where it was the blockchain was delayed because of like I think that it was like the BRC craze, and
a lot of congestion.
Too much congestion, and that was really like not beneficial for us. That's when we decided to just create our own chain to make sure that everything happens in real time and there's no delays. Yeah, we had this omni-chain design in the beginning. I think that was really beneficial because like we have vaults on all the chains that we're deployed on. So custody vaults where users can deposit and withdraw assets, and for layer 0 that did all the cross-chain messaging was done through layer 0, which is a trusted partner of ours. They're always very good at helping us when there's like congestion issues. So it's been great working with them. And then our chain using OP Stack that does the settlements, right? I think this modular approach is great in that, even if one chain fails, we'll be okay. That we wanted to be chain agnostic. And even if we wanted to replace our chain, settlement chain, with like a more powerful chain later as the blockchain tech progresses, that's also doable because everything is modularized, and it's really helped us. And then the chains, they all really like us because we're helping them with TVL. It doesn't leave their ecosystem, so we get a lot of support from them as well.
Gotcha. Okay. And then out of the 18 chains, which ones would you say are the most popular in terms of volume?
Oh, it's definitely Solana, right? Solana, Arbitrum, BNB chain. It's kind of like the usual suspects. There's also some that are newer that we've integrated, but the most popular ones are those. Yeah, I think like we're lucky in that for a post-TG project, right? We actually cut token incentives to traders. Because we thought it was too inflationary, and it also encouraged kind of the wrong types of traders, because the people who are after token incentives we find are actually like the HFTs. Normal traders we find they don't care that much. They don't know how to quantify the token incentives, and they're just trading because they like the product or the fees are low, the liquidity is good. So we actually realized that they really don't care, and then we cut those, and then the actual like our microstructure got better. Our liquidity got better, and we introduced taker delays, a slight taker delay, and kind of similar to how Hyperliquid works. It also improved our liquidity, so the liquidity got a lot better. And we created our Omni Vault, which is the first, I think, vault of its kind in DeFi, where we're connected to Cefu. It's integrated to Cefu. So then our vault manager, which is Kronos Research, can actually quote on Odelli and then hedge on Binance via Cefu. So that really improved our liquidity again, and it created a product where people can deposit assets and get yields generated by trading on Binance and Odelli. So then, since then, we've had 20 million of TVL in this vault, and it's generated over 700,000 in P&L for users. There's almost 1,000 depositors. Today, I think it's 13% APR. I think it went as high as like 70%. So people like this product, and it helps our liquidity. So that's like on the liquidity side. And then on the taking side, we've really shortened the time that it takes to build your own DEX. So we have a product coming out on Monday that allows anyone to create a DEX in minutes, and that really reduces that time. And one of the key drivers is actually a large Korean KOL.
Okay.
In Korea, so Inbom, that's In범TV. So
very
that's
famous. Yes.
Yeah. So he built a DEX on. Well, we helped him build a DEX on Odelli called ADEN.
Okay.
So that launched early August, and since then, it's become the biggest DEX on Odelli. It's like 70% of our total volumes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying just one person, Inbom, launched his own DEX, ADEN.
Yeah.
He became #1 almost instantly.
Almost instantly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's huge, right? He's like the top streamer in Korea.
Yeah.
And he's got, like, every time he live streams, there's like 10,000 people watching. Very hardworking guy, and he has a good team. And we helped him build the DEX. We helped him build it in like 2 weeks, and it's doing quite well. Oh, it's very costly and it takes a long time. So like one of our other partners, this guy named Wolf, he created this exchange called What Exchange, and he spent a few $100,000.
Yeah.
And took him more than 6 months to build it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the pain point, right? Like with guys, we realized that the normal DeFi builders, they don't know how to get users. So they're building things, and we have plenty of those building on Odelli. They build and then they have no clue how to get users. This is what we find. Except for like people like Radium that has years of traction and experience and the community. So new DeFi builders have a hard time getting users. And there are all these creators out there, like the Inboms of the world, like KOLs, meme coins, and communities. They don't know how to create a product, right? They don't know what it takes, the development, the time, how to make it happen. So our next product is to be able to allow them to do it self-service in minutes.
Minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what's coming out to solve this pain point. So creators, meme coins, communities, anyone with a following, or just someone who want their own branded DEX to trade on themselves, will be able to do it in minutes at very low fees. Because now Odelli's lowest fee tier is just 1 basis point. But you have to stake like 7 million order tokens, and there's people doing that. And it's the lowest possible fee in all of CeFi and DeFi. There's no fee that's lower than 1 basis point.
I see.
Yeah. So then you as a creator, you can stake some tokens. Well, it's quite a bit of tokens now, or you can hit our volume targets, and you can build your DEX, and you everything above 1 basis point is yours. And to build this DEX, it will require no code.
No code.
No code.
Okay.
And your own brand, your own logo, whatever you want. You can talk to an AI and make it happen.
So it's all powered by AI to make it happen.
A piece of it is powered by AI, but I think eventually it'll all be powered by AI.
Okay.
And you'll be able to do it in like 30 minutes, like very soon. So we're launching this very soon. You get all of the orderly liquidity and the perp markets. There's 130 perp markets.
130.
Yeah, you get all of that. It's the same as what Inbom has and what Radium has. You get all of that. It'll cost you very, very little to create this DEX. And you can almost immediately start shilling it to your audience and monetize. So our highest volume is same as other people, right? Bitcoin, ETH, Sol. Like I think like ADEN, DEX, a lot of people trade just Bitcoin and ETH a lot. But our OI, in terms of OI, like the altcoins, we have very high OI for altcoins. I think more than half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like the people like trading meme. I think it's because of Radium. I know it's because of Radium. People like betting on meme coins, perps, on Radium. So we have quite a lot of OI for like things like Farcoin, like useless coin.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's cool how, because we have different types of different users based on the different DEXs, right? We have the Korean users with ADEN. We have the Sol DeFi users with Radium. We have like quick swaps also, perps powered by Odelli. So it's just different users. They're matched in the same order book.
Right.
So,
but the users don't know, right? They just get better fees, lower spreads.
Yeah. The users don't know. And we have like 2 meme coins that created DEXs on top of us already. One called Newt, that's on Abstract. So it's that set of users. There's like a few on Sonic. So it's all of them combined. And so our altcoin OI is quite high. Now it's still through like a centralized process, but we are trying to decentralize it. So we do have a listing team, but we always solicit community feedback. Like we do surveys, we ask all the builders to get feedback, and we obviously see what's hot, but we take this feedback And we're doing votes now too. So we just did a governance vote on delisting. I think we're going to do some on listing. But we want this to be a very decentralized process. Eventually self-service. So I think the holy grail of crypto is like permissionless listings or asset creation, because with perps, the good thing is that you just need some liquidity in Oracle to create a market, and it can be like a prediction market, it can be stocks, it can be crypto, and so the eventual goal is to make it all permissionless. Yeah, I think now, I mean, it's like the perp DEX season in terms of narrative. I think that will likely continue. Well, eventually I think all of finance should be on chain. So perps, spot, yields, lending, everything. And also for RWAs, and that's already happening. So I think we're just kind of only in the beginning, because a year ago on-chain perps are still like low volumes, right? It's less than spot. Like more recently it's higher than spot, but in CeFi it should be like 4 or 5 times the size. So I think we're just kind of getting into it. And the UX on DEXs are still not as good as centralized exchanges or the set of products. I think that's going to change. So eventually I think all of finance should be on the blockchain. And that's the back end plus liquidity. That's what Otorli is doing. And then the front end should be powered by AI. So I think the era of like going to, I mean, this is for all apps, right? Going to an app to do what you want to do, especially given that like Binance, they have to cater for a variety of users. So they have a ton of products, which like the average person is not going to need. So it's cluttered, but I think the future would be more like an agentic UX, where you have a bespoke custom UI that's catered for yourself, maybe with your own brand. And also more and more things that will be executed via the AI, right? Like if today, if an AI agent can help you find the best yield on chain, that's safe, right?
Yes.
Would you really want to, and so you can do that and it can refresh all the time. Would you really want to go to an app to do this anymore? Like, I think that's the question. Same goes for trading. I think there's certain UX that you want, UI that you want to see on trading, but a lot I think can be done. So I think that's the future, right? I think front end will be AI driven. It'll be different experiences for the retail audience, for the pro traders, for the HFTs, for everybody. And then the back end and liquidity will still be the same, and it'll be on chain, but it'll be more like MCP, more AI connection.
Yes.
I think that's where we're going.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Like that's something we're working on. So I think you can see it rather soon. Again, I think the future will be more permissionless, right? So like I think we've heard that Korean users really like to trade NASDAQ futures and like oil. So like that's something we perhaps can list, right? And then we're already in the process of listing all types of RWA as collateral. I think RWA is a really good part is that they're backed by hard assets. Like bonds, and they're less volatile than crypto. So they're very good as collateral types for Otorli. So I think that's something that we're also working on. Eventually, it's kind of what do you have that you want to use as collateral, right? And we want to be able to take that based on a set of criteria. And then what do you want to trade, right? And it can be anything, and that should be listed. And there should be enough liquidity for the asset, like in real-time basis, right? I think that's where we want to get to. Yeah, I think I always like coming here. I think everyone is very passionate in Korea. Now we've developed a community, I think a lot because of FireAnt and Inbom.
Yeah.
And they're very supportive, and they're using our what we're building, which is great. And I think it's just a lot of energy in Korea. I think it's like Seoul is like the city that people don't sleep, right? And that's I've
Quite
experienced that
literally, yes.
yeah, quite literally.
Yeah.
But it's just such high energy, and I think there's a lot of good things out of Korea, and obviously a lot of perp traders.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're always looking for feedback from the users, and they've given us quite a lot through our partners. So we're always looking for that and trying to build what they want.
Okay.